Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's me, the Dragon, and Dragon Killer Gaming, and today we're in for another big old stream of NBA 2K24 MyCareer focus streams, as I did try one or two online games off stream, and depending what court you're on, it's doable, but it's not as fun because the meter jumps erratically, the lag isn't accounted for very well. I mean, there's ways of working around it by changing your release point, but to be honest, if you're used to certain releases, you shouldn't have to do that. So yeah, as before, apologies for the sound there, as before, it's not going to be full commentary because I have an issue concentrating when I have to try and remember to do commentary as well. But when certain big things happen within the stream, I will jump in with my voice and give you my opinion. As you can see in the corner, it says NBA record 60-point game streak, which I'm assuming means if I get 60 points or more in this game, I break yet another rookie scoring record. I have the record for rookie 50-point games. I have the record for the highest scoring rookie game and the highest scoring rookie number of threes, and I think I've already beaten the NBA record for season threes. If I haven't, I'm already close. The game will tell you anyway if I hit the record of any type. So until later, enjoy the gameplay, and remember, with it being a long stream, if you watch it as a video for your comfort, you're more than welcome to watch half an hour or an hour, pause, come back later, do something else, watch the next hour, and so on and so on. But hey, if you want to be a real one and watch the entire thing in one go, you can do that too, and leave a comment. You can even leave a comment with your ideal video length if you wish. So anyway, until later, enjoy the stream.
There's the man of the hour. Go get him in.
And here were the Bulls earlier, filling into the arena. A serious look on their faces, knowing it always takes a big effort to pick up a road win in the NBA. Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. And tonight, it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Chicago Bulls. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analysts, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. They've got DeMar DeRozan. He's out there with Zach LaVine. Ball is out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's the great, and at the two-guard. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Josh Giddey, Chet Holmgren out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, Grant, and we all want to know, what's the first piece of food you're reaching for at the Thanksgiving table?
Oh, man, you're so nosy, B.A. But, of course, the easy answer is to say the turkey. But for me, it's the stuffing. I'm going for that. I mean, I have to have the mashed potatoes, too, the cranberry sauce, the macaroni and cheese. You know what? Everything.
Very nice. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Now Giddey. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Bulls. DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. Takes a 13-footer. And the basket by DeRozan.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Ball. 3 on the clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Here's the great. Giddey defends. Releases. The great. No good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. He's so good at getting to the rim, maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And Giddey, just that sixth sense to find the open man.
Ball passes to the great. Vucevic, a screen on Giddey. Down low, looking to end the run, and the layup is good.
Rolling with purpose off the pick. Vooch, impressive basketball IQ, is really featured in screen and rolls.
And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They work hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
Many people were disappointed that Chet Holmgren lost his rookie year to injury, Brent.
Well, none more so than Chet Holmgren, who's an incredible competitor. But all of the talk is the anticipation around him coming back more well-built, more skilled, and ready for the league in what it has to offer a big man.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Here's the great. Giddey defends. The three. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Giddey. Drives to the hoop. DeMar DeRozan grabs a miss. Chicago trailing here. Here's the great. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. And the jumper from the wing offline. Giddey with it. Guarded now by Ball. Giddey passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. The shot. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Here's the great. He nails it. And we're tied. The great's got 5 now. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 35 points his last game. Vucevic against Holmgren. Ball with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. DeRozan finds Ball. Back to DeRozan. And here's Levine. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And here are the new power rankings. Only the first month of the season, but a chance to check out some early returns. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Chicago, they're playing fantastic basketball right now. I know it's early in the year, but surprisingly, they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Now here's Giddey. Still without a bucket. Count that bucket.
That elite passing ability, Giddey has the defense on its heels, and it gives him space to operate in the mid-range.
Here's the great. The open J off the mark. Thunder with a lead. Giddey passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot won't fall. Well, the Bulls shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Here's the great. Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, the defense expects DeRozan to try and score, but he smartly makes the extra pass.
Pass to Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, hounded by Ball. The jump hook. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Chicago's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. DeRozan passes to Ball. Here's the great. Lets it go from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
I just love the ball movement.
Oklahoma City trailing. Williams a screen on Ball. And Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go. Good D by Ball.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And that one's good. DeRozan.
Oh, you love how DeRozan just keeps working. No let up at all.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And here are the top 3-point shooters in the NBA. Zach LaVine is second. Third is Nikola Vucevic.
And the way both of these guys open up the floor with their long-range shooting, you just can't afford to give them any airspace from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. A tremendous threat on offense. He's scoring around 34 a game. Here's Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren's got 6.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
Inside. And the power finish by Vucevic.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by Chicago. Williams finds Giddey. Now here's Holmgren. Three-pointer. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 5th rebound in this one.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's the great. Giddey defends. Pass to the great. DeRozan, a screen on Giddey. Ball with it. Jacks up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Here's Giddey. 4-3. It's rebounded by Levine. To the wing, right side. Here's the great. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Pass to Giddey. To stop the run. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Vucevic, a screen on Giddey. Outside for Levine. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in. The Thunder. Oladipo is checked in for Giddey. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mann.
Hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing okay today. It's mostly a no comment.
They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Or no
Victor
commentary
Oladipo is out there with
but
Alexei
you're welcome to
Pokusevski.
leave a
And
message.
it's Williams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now here's White. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. 6 to shoot. Williams passes to Levine. Over Oladipo. Levine, good. Levine's got 11.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and
City with it. The Bulls making their last shot. SGA using that size.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Levine against Oladipo. Out to the right wing. Here's the great. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. He's got 16.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren comes in for Williams, and it's Lou Dort in for Oladipo. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. Lonzo Ball comes in for White. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Now here's Pokusevski. Williams defending. Pokusevski, the pass to Holmgren. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to the great. There's the three. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
And Grant, when you scan the OKC roster, you see length at every position.
Yeah, it's definitely their philosophy, BA. We're seeing a number of franchises going that route. What I would say about the Thunder, though, many of their guys still have some strength to add.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Thunder are still developing, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander embracing his role as a catalyst. He said, quote, I have the opportunity to really build something and be at the forefront of it. That's something I know and embrace every single day, and I maximize it for sure. Brian?
Well, you can see it. They're so grateful to have him, too. Thanks, Allie. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Keep it up.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's the great. And the rebound goes to the Thunder, coming off a win against the Blazers.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Williams passes to the great. Now Levine. Here's the great. 25 points in the game. Williams on the wing. No good on the three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. Here's Joe. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Now here's Ball. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. Williams with the screen to the middle. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, hounded by Ball. Pass to Joe. Three-pointer. He's got it. That makes him 2 for 8. Hopefully he can get it going now.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Here's the great. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a 13-footer. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
The great gets the 3 ball to go. The great's got 30 points.
And this is where Lonzo Ball gets you excited. As a teammate, he's going to get you the ball.
Here's Joe. 9 points in his last outing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Levine. Ball right side. Vucevic, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the great. Fires the 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Holmgren with it. Covered by Vucevic. Holmgren, the pass to Pokashevsky. Dort with it. Pass to Joe. The 3. Got it. That bucket makes him just 3 for 10.
That's his 2nd triple this quarter after hitting 1 earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Josh Giddey comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. DeRozan is checked in for Chicago. And Ball will bring it up here for the Chicago Bulls. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Pass to the Great. Here's the three. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. The Great's got 36 points.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
Dort outside. So, Grant, if you were a GM and you could choose one young player to build around, who would it be?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, BA, I think you have to go with Victor Wembanyama. I know he's a young fella. He just got drafted. But the upside is so huge for this young man. His talent, his skill, his size. He is the next iteration of Kevin Durant, in my opinion. And I would go with him. He's got a lot of runway in front of him, a lot of years to get better, get stronger, and to win championships.
Excellent use of the screen roll. Giddey running it like a seasoned vet.
To the left wing. The Great, the pass to DeRozan. To the wing on the left. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Dort outside. Holmgren with a screen on Williams. Here's Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Joe. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ball's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's the Great. Give him 39. This one for three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
From behind the arc. He buries it from three. The Great's got 42 in the game.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Here's Joe. Off target from outside.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Pass to Williams. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of this one. 6 on the shot clock. The Great. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got his 4th assist with that last one.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Giddey. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Joe, no good on the shot. Some solid defense from Williams. To the inside. And again, it's Chicago.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Williams against Dort. Pass to Holmgren. 59 seconds left in the second period. Dort finds Williams. Back to Dort. They need this. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's the Great. He has 45 points. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Joe, the pass to Williams. Some solid defense from Williams.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's the Great. Pass to Vucevic. Great D that time from Holmgren. And here's Giddey. Good if it goes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bulls out in front, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everyone. And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the Chicago Bulls.
The way this has looked, this must feel like a shoot-around to them. They're jogging to spots and getting open. I think I could even get open right now, Shaq.
Kenny, we've seen you run to the ball. You're not getting open.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Zach LaVine out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Ball. And it's the great. And it's shooting guard. Well, Brent, this Thunder team is so young, but poised to be a factor now. How much does the play-in experience factor in for these young guys?
Well, I think it's huge, B.A. They're going to be hungry. It's so crucial for young players because the next time that they're there, it's not going to be the first time. So this team is going in the right direction.
It's Dort on the wing. Holmgren against Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. Fade away. Yes, it's good. Holmgren's got 10 points in the game.
And he must have been feeling it on that mid-range shot. That's an interesting selection for Chet.
The great. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Pass to the great. DeRozan, a screen on Giddey. The great, the pass to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Now here's Giddey. Defense is right there. Holmgren with it. Fires for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. They get it back. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's the great. And another one.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Outside Giddey. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now here's Holmgren. 10 points for him. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And here's the fast break. Pass to the great. Lets it go from the wing. A again, the Bulls score.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Holmgren's got 12 points.
Well, maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's the great. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Giddey. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Dort outside. Back to Giddey. Williams from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Giddey passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. DeRozan. And he banks in the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Boy, the offensive instincts of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, really something to see.
Yeah, an incredible instinctual scorer and just a knack for making things happen offensively. Whether that means him scoring or setting up others, this guy is an elite offensive player. And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
Here's the great. Giddey defends. DeRozan, a screen on Giddey. The great, the pass to DeRozan. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. DeRozan's got 10 points here in the second half. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Williams, a screen on Ball. To the middle. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such an improved part of SGA's game. Love his passing skills.
Pass to the great. Clock at 6. To the paint. Vucevic's shot is off. And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Here's the teardrop. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Out to the wing. Here's the great. Another one falls. Amazing.
And his tear continues. Another 60-point game. We've never seen this before.
He now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder are making dramatic improvement. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, now an all-star, says they're gaining confidence. He said, quote, "We know we're getting better. I think guys are kind of getting addicted to that feeling and continuing to grow." Brian, they could be building something really special here.
Yeah, you're right. They could. Skipping no steps either. Thanks, Allie. Here's the great. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Ball outside from the arc. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And now the Bulls in transition. No good. 8 for 11 from the floor now. The Thunder have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Dort outside. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it again.
the rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Out on the floor, Levine can really move. He keeps the fast break one step ahead of the defense.
Here's Williams. Following the bucket by the Bulls. Back to Giddey. A shot to stop the run. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Really left him alone that time. Giddey's got his second bucket of the night.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Here's the great. Giddey defends. Down low. DeRozan. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
Again, it's DeRozan. I mean, just a big, big night. It feels like DeMar's been doing this forever.
Pass to Holmgren. Inside. Here's Giddey. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Giddey's got 7 points in the game.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. And it's Giddey off the drive. Pass to Holmgren. Chicago grabs the miss. Out left to the wing. Here's the great. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's the great. Again, the Bulls score.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Here's Giddey. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. DeMar DeRozan picks one up. And what's really impressive about Josh Giddey is his versatility. And it's such a young age, Brent.
Yeah, Giddey at 6'8", BA, I think it's awesome because his size allows his skills to be accelerated and magnified. He sees over the top of a lot of defenders, and he can out-quick them, not with his feet, but with the pass.
The Bulls making a switch here. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Craig comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Williams is checked in for Levine. And it's White in for Ball. Both free throws good from Giddey. You know, for my money, Josh Giddey is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he has superb vision in the open floor, B.A. Reads the angles and sees how plays develop with ease. His teammates have to be ready for a pass from Giddey at all times.
Now here's White. Craig with a screen on Giddey. Fires it. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. White's gotten his second bucket.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
Well, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And here are the Bulls now. The Thunder making their last shot. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Fires in the triple. Williams has got 7 points.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Here's Joe. 9 points in the game. Looking to get back on track. And Craig pulls it down. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Pass to Williams. Here's the great. Outside White. Here's the great. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Nice open look, but it's no good.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Here's Oladipo. That shot off the mark. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Good. He hits again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. White against Giddey. Oladipo outside. Let's go with a three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Chicago, making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
What's your goat tire?
Hi there, I'm still on the bottom tier because even though I get high scores and stuff, each player on the GOAT tier list that obviously you seem familiar with won hundreds of thousands of points, but luckily I've just beaten the 60 point streak game record, which gave me another 100,000 points. So I should be 2 players away from the second to last tier. Did I do them by numbers or letters? I've completely forgot. Bear with me 2 minutes and we'll be back with the gameplay. How are you finding the new systems with the GOAT tier and the new badge systems?
I'm still working on mine goat tire. I'm just trying to complete it, but it is kinda hard when you're a level 60 loudly crying face. Overall 60 asterisk.
It sounds like you're doing really well though. Where are you based? Are you an American player? I did a lot of practice today of other modes, like I tried to play street ball and things, and the releases are completely different. Like you can be super comfortable with a release playing MyCareer, and then you try to use that same release in street games and everything bricks. So don't get me wrong, I'm not the best player at all. I'm just okay at MyCareer and I like to have fun. I like to try and help people with badges and things. I'm just making sure I've got the correct earphone. Bear with me for a second.
I like that a lot, I just want the clothes. But it's really long if you're paying attention.
Also, don't worry about being a 60 at all if you've not had the game for long. Excuse my voice, because we've all got to start somewhere. I'm gonna jump on the stream on my other device so I can see your messages correctly, so I don't miss any. That way I can still do gameplay and see your messages. Because if I turn on my volume on my mic side, I won't be able to do good sound. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've just saw your message about the 45k. That is a very good idea. Oh, okay, so you're just looking for the VC to buy mainly clothes, because you don't mind not having the best skills. I will say, to be very clear, I'm not one of those people that would say, oh my god, you have to have the best skills. Oh no, I don't do that at all. I don't believe in that at all. I believe whatever makes you happy when you play a game you pay for is what you should do, because that makes you happy. Well, 69 is reasonable.
Depends how I put it.
If you focus your VC into one particular stat, then you can still be effective for what you like to do. Like, for example, if you like to be a playmaker, right, you could put your first bunch of VC into ball handling and pass accuracy. You might not be able to shoot, but you can still set up your friends.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two guard.
And
showing his
if you
ability
like
to get
to
his
shoot
teammates
or
good
dunk,
looks.
you can
If you're off
focus your VC on that.
so
But
valuable.
oh, power forward, cool. So you're looking to eventually like bully people in the paint and get the dunks and the layups, that sort of thing.
He's checked in for Oklahoma City. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Yeah,
Their
Shea
hot shooting from long distance has been the key,
94.
spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside,
the
getting it down low,
the mic,
getting
I
those
can
looks
fix
in
it
close.
slightly
That's been
if I just remove my charge wire. 1 second. I'm just double checking if it worked or not. If not, I'll have to jiggle the mic setting. It's not the worst. I'll fix it after the game if it gets annoying.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line.
But yeah, you're more than welcome to stick around this course. I'm happy to chat with you, chat about the game or other games you're looking forward to.
In at the 5. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's the great. Again! What an avalanche!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Gilgeous-Alexander, that shot is off.
For example, if you see there, I got completely cooked on defense. The reason for that is I had absolute zero defense. I haven't put any VC into it at all. I literally just focused everything on shooting and passing and physical things like speed, acceleration, strength. Okay, don't cost them. Thank you.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. Pass to the great. There are so many different ways to build a team, Brent. Making trades, you can use the draft, free agency. What do you think is the best route?
Well, BA, the one
So I've
critical
got the
thing
same
that we need
coming
to talk
from
about
my
is
stream,
what
and
market
I've got
we're
zero
in.
same coming
And
from
that
my
will
actual
start to
gameplay.
restrict
So
the ways that,
it's
or
quite
enhance
funky.
the
I'm
ways that
hearing
you
the
can build your team.
commentary like
For those LA
5
teams and the New York
seconds
teams,
after
it's
it
probably free
happens.
agency. Memphis, OKC, San Antonio, you
Yeah,
absolutely
all I can
have to
really
hit
do
home
is
runs in
get
the draft.
physically in
He
the
was sitting
way
back a
to
little bit
actually
there in
try
the first
and
half, but
I
feels
should
like
have shot
showtime
there, but
now,
never
and he's ready
mind.
to put some major
But actually try and do more
Here's
than
the
just
great.
down
Deep
there.
three-point
That's
land.
the bliss,
And again,
unfortunately.
it's the
When
Bulls from deep.
I'll get done for a
showing
foul
no
if I put
desire
my
to chase
hands up,
shooters off that
basically,
line.
unless I'm standing
Pass to
still.
Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Dort for three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. With the teardrop. And it's Williams with
I
the
was
bucket
going to say,
inside.
God, dude, I might
Williams has
actually
got 5
go.
points now this quarter.
Such a graceful move, showing off the
Yeah, the
floater game.
quickest way to get the GOAT tier up is do what the
Outside
game
Kitty.
actually suggests. Basically,
Pass to
steamroll
Holmgren.
MyCareer on
Now
rookie
here's
and get all the
Lukashevsky, defended by
records
Craig.
to stack your
Down to
GOAT
5 on the
points.
shot clock. Here's Giddy. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the great. For 3. Good! Another from 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddy on the interior.
For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 12 so far here in the 4th. Out to Craig. Williams passes to the great.
Okay, I'm just gonna steal dance.
And there are
this
some
time.
new league rules, Brent, to prevent those free spending teams from severely outspending others.
Yeah, it's kind of like helping them help themselves in some ways, BA. There are teams that are way over the cap that can still keep the stars that they've got, but it'll be harder to acquire new players, free agents to sign the max deals and add them to your team if you've already spent. So it's getting a little bit more spendy for those that already spend.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Here's the great. And again
Yeah,
for
that's
3.
the domain. I was
And
gonna
with that
say
made
it's more
3,
than
he now
close
stands
enough.
alone for third most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance. And that's out of bounds.
Yeah, that was
Last
a bit
touch by
too
White.
hard, but I
And
kept
even
my
when you've got
finger
some
on
room
it.
for error, you hate to see this. Miscommunication resulting in the turnover.
The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Terry's checked in for Chicago. Carter comes in for White.
Just
here's
like, are you
Gilgeous-Alexander.
playing like right now
Pass
and
to
you have
Holmgren.
this on a
Releases.
different device?
The Thunder with another miss. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Here's the great. From deep. Good! That's
Oh,
another bucket.
nice. That must be because it's team
He's got the
takeover. That would have
fourth
missed
most points
otherwise.
ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. Williams passes to
I
Gilgeous.
can't hear you. The game is loud than you.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
Yep, I saw that. I'll see if I can make it lower. Am I going through the earphones now? Bear with me a second. I'm just gonna check my sound set. Right, so that's that. Because if I turn me down, that won't turn the game down, so try this. This is just the test, alright?
Points in the game.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Here's the great. Giddy defends.
I have the second test and this
Grant,
doesn't
you had an
work.
incredible career. 2-time college champ, 7-time All-Star. But tell me where owner ranks in your career resume.
You know, BA, it's very fascinating. The main reason I wanted to open the door for other ex-players to get equity
I
in
don't
teams.
think
I
that's
do
any
believe
different.
ownership should
Apologies.
involve
I'll do
ex-players.
my
And listen to
other
us, you know,
thing.
and I think that is where the league is ultimately heading. Well, the scoreboard tells you
Yet another bucket.
Pause it there. I think I can fix it. If I switch where the game audio is coming from, that should clear it up. It should be just my voice coming through as the main sound, and the actual sound should be quieter in the background. But saying that, I will do this instead. Oh, it's good now. Okay. Let's just see a little bit of gameplay.
Man, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA
Thank
game.
you for
What an
the
historic night.
feedback about the
here's
sound.
Holmgren.
By the way, I always try and
To the
make it
inside.
nicer for anyone
That's
who
good from Giddy.
is
On
kind
the
enough
assist from
to
Holmgren.
stick around.
Giddy's
But
got 15
hopefully,
points in just the second half.
not too bad.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Chicago.
But I'm happy to fix the sound again if it gets too
Here's
difficult
Drummond. He's
to
covered by Holmgren.
hear the difference.
Drummond with the bucket.
finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A
So
very, very
basically, as you can
decisive
see, the
victory
point of
for the
these
club
streams
tonight.
is to
Now here's
basically
Giddy.
grind badges, show you guys
Now
what
Williams.
it's like,
Outside Giddy.
getting new tier badges, possibly unlocking takeovers, possibly
Drummond right there just
breaking
staying active
records.
on the defensive end, collects another block.
Because it shows people that aren't particularly
Gilgeous
great at
Alexander
video
against Carter.
games, like myself, as long as you play a
19
little
seconds
bit,
left to play in the fourth quarter.
you can manage to do okay.
Here's the great. Giddy defends.
I wasn't ready for that, that's why I missed.
Pass to Gilgeous Alexander.
Yeah, because me and my best friend, we're both content creators, and we actually play with limited hand movement, so we just do the best we
Statement
can.
indeed, BA. It wasn't
And
enemy
we both seem
territory.
to do well.
They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Ali LaForce.
What I'm going to do before the next game starts, we'll skip these, but you'll see the stats obviously. So there's the stats for this game. They're the any badge jumps that are supposed to jump. Dime is it's max, it seems. I can go up to 91 if I want to, but I don't have the VC for that, to be honest. And I'm not going to buy any more VC for at least 2 weeks. Yay, and there's me up 1 rank on the go. I'm still tier 6, but I've gone past Embiid. Now I'm chasing down Luka Doncic. And I'll play that just for fun, that attachment video. And then after I do, I'll juggle the sound a little bit through the proper options, and then we'll go from there. Oh, need to do media scrum first.
All right, let's
I'll
talk
press
about
the
my
wrong
guy
button.
Joel
Anyway, here's
Embiid, the
the
latest
thing.
quote-unquote victim of MP's greatness. Now, Joel is a 7-footer who moves like a ballerina. He's a brick wall with grace and agility. This guy is a lock for All-Star and All-NBA nods year after year after year. He's been the league's top scorer on multiple occasions, and he's even been an MVP. He does it all
Yeah,
with
like
a
I say,
smile
man,
on
it's
his
a pleasure
face
to have
and
a person
competitive
staying in
that
chat.
burns
So
as
lovely meeting
brightly
you
as the
today,
sun.
man.
He's
Hope you're
also
having a good
hilarious
day.
social media follow. He's an incredible player, and yet MP's done enough that I think he's better, both now and in the future. I come not to bury Joel Embiid, but to sing his praises. I just sing MP's a little louder.
And there you go, you can see the GOAT list thing. I'm still on the base, but I'm one away. But I just need to charge one of my other devices, so while I do that, you'll see this screen, so bear with me.
You too, man. I subscribe. I looked forward on your 2K experience.
Oh, thank you, man. You're very kind for that. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody wants subscribers, but I'm a great believer in you subscribe because I deserve it, because I entertain you,
Now
rather than just going, oh, subscribe. Yeah, I've just caught up with your message. I can run through what the GOAT tier is supposed to be, if you'd like, for a couple of minutes. It's completely up to you. Again, this would be my interpretation rather than official, because I'm just an English guy.
I learn the way I go, I come back when you live playing game. IGTG, man.
I just saw your last messages, no problem, man. I'll call you Haitian 14 if that's okay, if you come back someday. So have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Trust me, I've got a good memory for subscribers, so I look forward to seeing you next time, my friend. Have a good day. A lady wanted to talk. Did I see that randomly? Hey, lady. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put the game sound back into my ear because I'm sure I can juggle it in the official settings to make it more palatable for you guys. In fact, can I do that now? Oh yeah, so as I always do, quick shout out to Little Haitian 14 who dropped in today. Thank you for the feedback about the sound. Very helpful. Wouldn't the takeover icon be? Oh, I know why. Right, here's the sound option. So, was it the commentary? I think so. So we'll drop the commentary to 60. Sound effects to 75. Right, I've gave it a small reduction so it doesn't completely nerf the sound, because obviously the sound is fun, but it shouldn't overpower my voice either if you guys like hearing my voice. Okay, is the scrum not in here? It must be at the locker then. Okay, so there should be. We'll go to that guy after, because it's usually like small game challenges. Some of them I'm not very good at. Yep, here we go. Scrum interview.
Points in 5 consecutive games. I only have one question for you. Are you human?
I'm a basketball player to my core. Ever since I was a kid, this game has been my passion.
I forgot how quiet this is when I've got it through the wrong earpiece. Bear with me a second. Right, I've got my personal sound altering ever so slightly, but it shouldn't alter how you hear me, because I've juggled the sound slightly. If it does, I will only ask you guys to politely remind me, just say, hey, it sounds a little off, and then I'll do my best to alter it. Because I don't use PC or anything, I'm just set up on an ordinary PS5, no PC editions or setups or anything of that nature, so I do everything directly and live. That's the whole point of how I like to run my channel. Hence all the streams end up automatically on the DKG live section of the channel, because everything is live. Even my recorded videos are still 100% live. They're just 1 hour clips taken from the PlayStation from the game clip 1 hour feature. Okay, we're gonna highlight this, and then we're actually gonna go. I've probably got the day wrong, but once team practice is done, we're gonna head over to one of the gyms. One of them I can't do because I tried it yesterday. What's the other gym called? We'll find out easily enough anyway, no problem guys, it'll be fine. I do have a habit of talking to myself, as you guys can see. Oh, it's a daily NBA start. I can talk to that guy then. So all we need to do is walk out here. There's a guy. He gives you the challenge to do in NBA games.
Yo, MP. I was hoping I'd run into you. I wanted to see if you were up for a little challenge.
And there you go. 10 flashy assists, 10 flashy dunks, or 10 highlight plays. And the only way that will happen is more than likely highlight plays or the very, very rare flashy assists that I cannot dunk. Literally, I don't have stats for that. Right, so what I'm going to do here, guys, jump in, do a very, very quick team practice to get my GOAT points, then jump out, go to, I think it's called Chris Brickley's gym, because he runs scrimmages twice a week that stop your badges from freezing, as far as I remember. I'll just quickly show you all the handles I don't really get to use in the game. This is your flat left to right, which eventually lurches forward. It's James Harden. Then you've got your aggressive tap right. That's to there, and then give it one of those. This should be behind the back. Yep, there you go, that's behind the back. Ordinary breakdown, Jordan. And then when it stops, aggressive, which is also Jordan. And then of course the very last thing, both is the same. Harden step back without using turbo, and then turbo version it looks a bit more flustered because his arm kind of sticks out. There should be a tiny green peak at the top of the arrow because my stats are actually high. In fact, I will show you guys very, very quickly. Of course, we need to get this done before we get straight back into gameplay. Attributes. As you can see, absolute base in finishing, because I don't finish very often. Maxed out 90 on the mid. I can get 99 in 3. But for some reason it stops at 98, it just won't go to 99. And but here I can go all of the way, but I can't move 2 points here to 99, so strange. Yes, I have to accept the badge first and then would I even... No, that doesn't even unlock badges. This is just a quick double check for myself. So the last things I've got to do is, if I wanted to, max this, max that eventually, and it unlocks 9 badges. So, long story short, the things I'm looking to do is literally just these two. Try and let the game give me the 99 3-point, and then max 3 throw to get the, it's called open point. Oh, I can just do it, it's only 2,000. Okay. And that on top is 15, so let's back out so there's no mistake, go in, and then max 3 throw. There you go, tiny improvement. I'm 87 now. I think I have to lock in 98 first and then eventually it'll let me on 99, maybe. However, Also, this is the one I've just unlocked. Long story short, anyway, once that's done, is the whole making sure everything's set. The goat skills, I'm trying to just clear up my train of thought here. There is a thing called goat skills. Oh, here we go, goat skills. These, depending what you pick, as you can see at the bottom, once they're activated, your skills become what you can see in the brackets. 3-point jumps to 99, mid jumps to 99, and the ball handle jumps by 10 to 95, as well as the pass handling jumping by 10 to 95. And again, the first one is also a playmaking goat skill, because it gives me 90 ball handling, 90 speed with ball, when naturally they're 85. The natural mid is usually 90, but now it's jumped to 95, and of course the 3-point maxes. And instead of having a 4 minute duration, they have a 6 minute duration. So if you can plan when you trigger it, you can have that for a complete half of a quarter if you're playing 12 minutes and literally dominate. There is shooting badges as well, but they don't seem as good. I mean, I wonder why these haven't triggered to tier 3, because these did. I think it may have been a side quest I did. Let's see. Activate any skill 6 times, which I have done 6, and activate 2 tier skills. Oh, hang on. Activate 2 tier skills 4 times. I've done. Oh, that's why it's triggered by how many times you use them. Right, tier. Does that mean I have to use a skill? Okay, well what I'm going to do then is replace this one. Oh, nope, wrong button. Because it is a level 2, so that's good. Don't like post. I'm not good at post. That will help with layups and give me perimeter defense. Okay, we'll go with that briefly. And when it unlocks tier 3, we'll get rid of it. Anyway, quickly team training. First thing I always do is, because that's on very high chance of upgrading to Hall of Fame, I'm not touching that. These things, even when they pop, don't raise. I think that's part of the game's problem. Because people have mentioned it before. Bear with me 1 second. I just need to, can I get to the... I'm just thinking out loud. Apologies, guys. No, I have to do that on the studio later. I was going to change where it says no commentary to selected commentary, but it's not the biggest thing in the world. So last bit of rambling, I'm going to do certain badges like Agent 3 and Open Looks. You pop them in games and they're supposed to raise a tiny bit, and eventually you get boosts like this. Eventually. Because you know, bronze to silver, silver to gold, gold to Hall of Fame if you have that available. However, even if you pop them in the game, they don't stay. You don't even get notified that they've gone down. They don't even move. So I'm going to pick a badge that hasn't moved so I don't affect catch and shoot, and let's just very quickly do it. This won't be perfect because there's very little reason to do it while the badge thing is broke on certain things. I'm still going to try and do well, of course, but... I usually do this one, corners, read screen, and then just to finish a little bit of free throw. There you go, bad ending, but 3 stars, because as you can see, there's a small green arrow there saying if I keep working on the badge, it will stay raised. However, watch this, right? That, to its credit, stayed up, but it is reducing because I'm not taking a lot of mid-range. And then here you'll see again, any progress I had on blinders has gone down, where these are really high because I use those skills all the time. So badge activation limit and how fast it goes up and down does depend on how often you use the skills that trigger them. And they've done that purely so that you don't have a build where every badge available can be locked at Gold or Hall of Fame, because that's where you get the cheese builds. So I think the thinking of the developers was, if we do it in a way, the more you do what you're good at, the more you're rewarded for it, but the things you ignore and don't do shrink and disappear or remain on bronze. Rather, make specialised players, like in my case, I'm classed as a sharpshooter, specialised shooter, whereas other people will be skilled enough where they can keep all of these up, as well as playmaking, and they'd be like playmaking sharpshooters or playmaking slashers. It depends how many badges you want to juggle in your mind. Now this one I'm not great at, but they're gonna jump straight in. I just shoot as soon as I receive. You again see there, reasonable shot, but you miss. And again, that was good defense, because as far as I'm aware, I'm not allowed to move, or am I? Yeah, you're not allowed to move, okay. As you can see, I'm not the best, but I knew that. And even with a relatively fast release, not the strongest defender in the NBA can still get me, so that was 1 star. But as you saw, the negative arrow has been replaced with a positive arrow, so at least for 1 day, those stats won't go down. So now let's see what this does. And increases the chances of drawing a foul when attacking. Yeah, I can do that because I do the occasional driving layup. So now I've got an 83 max free throw. It should be a little bit smoother. Never perfect, of course, but see, that was off the top. Because before, I think I had 70. Nice, already 3 stars. And as you can see again, a very, very slight positive upturn as long as you do moves connected with those badges. And I can either do this one or this one. Let's see. I will go this one and I'll try and get Claymore on a minimum positive, which I don't think will happen, to be honest. But I can try. No need to practice, I'm just going to go for it, guys. Wish me luck.
Excuse me.
Just concentrating here. Sorry about the silence.
Keep it going. Yo, I think someone moved the basket. Give me a break. Some more.
I got it. I saw a couple of attempts bounce and I was like, oh no. So I am actually gonna not mess around, but just for 1 game I'm gonna change my dribbling animations, because most of them are James Harden anyway. So for 1 game I'm gonna put only dribbling animations all to James Harden if they're available, just to see if there's any more space to be made from using them, or it's just what do they call it, an aesthetical thing. This I don't need to change. That's how the passes look. So flick to harden. Flick to harden. The reason I gravitated to Harden's moves is I didn't realise I should have skated the moves I wanted first. I was under the belief at the time that as long as my mid and threes were high enough, I'd be allowed to use Jordan and Kobe as ordinary shots. And the game says no, you can't unless you're 6'5" or over but still under 6'10". And this character is 6'4" or 6'2", I think. I will double check. Either way, I don't reach the requirements, so I can't directly use either Jordan's or Kobe's direct shot. Now luckily I've saved my shot, and just to show you guys, how do I go show all? Because I know you guys probably know this, but there will be a small amount who don't. I'll go animation store and do it that way. See, all these restricted or locked, right? We're in B. Go down to Kobe, because he was my first choice. Him and Jordan, right? So after I made my character, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick their shot. So I found it. I know it's slightly down, it's alphabetical. BRI, you'll be looking for BRY, of course. Kobe Brown, not quite right. Here we go, that's Kobe, see? And it says very clearly, you need to be 6'5". You can be over, but you have to be under 6'10". And then my character is 6'4". You need a mid-range of 92 or higher. I have 90. And a 3-point of 92 or higher. I have 97. So what I did, if you look at that there, of the height, the speed, the immunity and the timing, right? They're almost all at the top, right? Okay, so take a quick look. Right, I'm going to zoom up. Oh, these are animations. Where's my shot? Can I show you my shot? Here we go. Here's my shot. Look at the bottom. It's not as high or as fast. It's slightly slower, but the defensive immunity and stability equal that of Brian's. Because I'm not very good with hyper fast shots, so I made it ever so slightly slower by slowing down the original Curry shot. I might make another one in the future where almost everything is like A+, but they're quite hard to mix because I'm not the best at doing that stuff. But the point was to show you Jordan. So what you do, if you want to check and you're not sure, go into your ordinary things. Wrong thing again, sorry. Yeah, you go in and then you look at something, anything, press animation store, then you're in, click R3 to show all, and then because in this case I know I'm looking for Jordan, I can just scroll down, wait for the J's. This was the actual first thing I checked, and I was so annoyed when I realised I was 1 inch away. J-O-H, 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 J-O-N. Here we go, Michael Jordan. And as you can see, I miss out on Michael Jordan shots purely because, although if you look there, Jordan's release speed is very, very, very similar to my release speed. The only difference is there's a lot higher release height and slightly higher timing stability. So my natural shot is actually very similar to Jordan's. That's quite lucky. I might have a look around off stream about making my shot slightly better. So that won't be on stream because, as you can tell, I'm one of those granular detail people, and I look at every detail and I look at the best way to make the best out of little advantages, etc. Again, from the title, I didn't plan at all to do commentary, but when somebody comes in who actually wants to stay a while and talk at the same time, I can't resist but to jump on the mic and, you know, show respect. I like this. This never used to be in the old game. Look at that. Bulls 13 game winning streak. You've got all the standings there. You've got percentages of the real players this season at least. I don't know if it shows me, but their league-wide stats. There's me on the billboard, along with you got Siakam. I think so. Again, I do know certain players, but like I don't watch that much NBA because I don't want to pay for League Pass. Sorry, NBA is too expensive. So anyway, this one here, when you nail it, it's great, but I already tried my 1 a week thing I'm allowed to do, but I'm sure there's something going on at Brickley's gym at least twice a week anyway. So I do have an electric keyboard thanks to the Black Mamba edition that I purchased. But yeah, for anybody, if you don't have the ability to buy VC, I would do what Haitian 14 mentioned he did. You know, try and have the patience to just grind and do your best. And then, or have a number in your head, like for example, he wanted to get to 67 or 69, and he knew he needed a certain amount of VC. And then once you hit that number, you know you can get that amount and you can feel good about that. Because the only reason I started buying VC is because literally I'd save for like months in advance to have the money ready to spend. But I will never tell anyone, oh, the first thing you should do is buy VC, buy all the VC. Nah. Because if you're paying for a game like we all did, that's minimum $70 in America, you shouldn't be expected to buy VC regularly. It should be a one-off thing. It's like, hey, you bought our game, you know, you want to make yourself a little bit better. Here's one single pack that will get you on a good level, and the rest of it is earned through game. And people will say, but what are you saying, you can earn VC in game? Technically, yes, you can, but the amount you earn is so small unless you're playing on Hall of Fame, and I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, this is going to stay live, of course, but I'm going to take 5 minutes just to give my hands a quick rest, and after that we'll get to the gameplay. So, while you guys are waiting for that, I'm going to throw some random questions out regarding my thoughts or the game, and then for anybody watching, you can drop in the comments what you think. So first thing, for example, if you had to grade the new badge system,
what's your GOAT tire?
What would you give it?
Now I see what I can do with the GOAT tire. I learn the way I go, I come back when you live playing game. IGTG man. See ya.
Bear with me a second, I just need to check something. A game I've been looking to buy is just hit sale, so you guys will see blue screen just for a few seconds, so bear with me. 2 games in actual fact. Okay, let's see which is cheapest. I won't say what they are until I know if I'm getting them. So that one is that price. And the other is... what, 3 of them are on sale? Come on, Sony. That one's still a bit expensive. Looks like I'm not getting any of them. I need to stop spending for a while. Wow, that's a good cut actually. That is a good price. How long is that going for? Till... I'm just thinking out loud again, sorry guys. I might go for that one as it's so cheap, but I'm not going to get it yet. And the very last one, guys, again, sorry about the blue. Is that 2 games though? Okay, so I might not get any of them to stop myself just buying things just because. But thanks for your patience there. Yeah, I watched a few influencers about how they see NBA 2K24, etc. And it would seem, depending on how you like to play the game, use how you see the badges. Like, as you've seen, I'm very one-track minded with my play because many years ago I tried to be a big and I was, I don't know, maybe 50%, 60% effective. And then I said to a particular friend, you know, I want to do more because I used to be part of a rec team, and because I was the centre, I'd never get the ball until it was like the last 2 minutes of the game, because a more vocal member who was a friend of mine would say, hey, we played the entire game and you've not let the centre score, like, ever. Like, there'd be no pick and roll, there'd be no alley-oop. So what would happen is, near the last 2 minutes, they'd be like, run to the basket, and I can't really catch Alice, so I'd run to the basket, catch easily, do a quick hitch, two-hand dunk sort of thing. So anyway, long story short, I did that 1 year, found out being the centre wasn't for me, at least for online play. Then I tried being a wing, which I did enjoy. I have unlocked rebirth on this version, so many months in the future, maybe when we've got 6 months left of cycle in this game, I might make a second build, which is going to be modelled on Jordan, but not as a shooting guard, as a small forward, because Jordan's secondary position was small forward. So we'll have his build, his height, but the skills will be altered ever so slightly. So it'll be good with ball handling and mid and dunking. Because this character has all the lights out shooting handles. I do regret I didn't put any usable defensive stats.
Here's the great. He's guarded by Anunoby.
Hey, birdie.
Goes up on the wing, and the basket by the great.
Danced in a bit and then dropped the toe.
And the Raptors with possession.
Usually that would never work, but because of the badges, even a miss on the meter was lucky for me, because it was a mid.
Pass to Siakam. 5 to shoot. A fadeaway. Count it. Good.
That's why they call him
I'll try not to talk all the time, but I'll also try not to lose dead air either, so.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Vucevic. Now the dish to Levine. Over Trent. And it's Levine on time on the assist by Vucevic.
How about that showmanship? Levine there with the great dribble move.
And the Raptors with possession. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced
Don't know
the
if you
Bulls.
guys can tell yet, but I knocked down the same percentage of sound effects in the commentator volume to try and make my volume sound better. Nice through there.
And that's exactly what he's looking
First takeover for me.
Pass to Purdy.
As you can see, badge is popping, as I explained before. The more you do certain things, the more badges that are into those certain things pop.
You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially
when
it comes to scoring.
I knew that one was missed, but it goes toward unlocking the GOAT skill.
Now Schroeder after the missed three from the great. Schroeder passes to Purdy. Played in with a nice touch.
I don't know why my voice sounds so blurry. I just think it's because it's late here and my voice is just different.
Trailing by 2. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment. And
So I'm trying to spread around and not be ball greedy yet, because even on rookies, they do double team now.
Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And here is Siakam. After the three-pointer from Nikola Vucevic.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Ball surveying the defense.
Get in. Oh, that was at the top. That was just good defense.
Raptors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Trey gets the bucket.
And that's the shot. Well done there. I'm not sure if you got that. I didn't touch the jersey, but that was well done.
Here's the great.
See, to me, even though that wasn't perfect, that usually dropped. I don't mind that. Annoying as it is, my job isn't to stop that. I'm supposed to stick to the body before I get in the position to do that. Yeah, but it's just in the top content in the space I want. It's just in the top of the monster. Okay, I'll have to work on timing. I'm sure he'll come back later in the game.
That one off the back iron and out. Bulls trail by 4. Here's the great.
There we go.
And that comes off the assist by Levine. 8 points for the great.
Well, Levine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right
And
there.
as you can see, it just depends if, you know, if you get the opportunity and you get your timing right. Sometimes not even thinking about it, it can just fly.
You got to give an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're
Good
playing in their
start,
own building, they
living.
probably win that basketball game. The reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
And here's Schroeder after the three-pointer from Zach Levine.
I'm a shooting guard as most of you guess by now, but I do like doing pick and roll to get my
He's guarded by Anunoby. Pass to Vucevic. This one for 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game.
usually Vucevic is literally 8-9 out of 10 from doing that shot.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Here's Pirtle. And he drops in the lane.
See, that's the most I can do, is literally just stick my hand up, because I don't have steal or block skills.
Ball dishes to Levine.
Give me the ball, I'll set you up.
Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic just screen on Anunoby. Levine kicks to Vucevic.
Okay, that worked. Nice little bounce pass into an easy
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes
in my
we've had here
first
tonight.
season, it's taken a long time by choice because I'm doing 12-minute quarters. That one loss was by me misunderstanding the play next game feature, which actually simulates you to your next key game within your rookie season, but my plan is to play every game. So every game I've actually had control of, we've never lost.
Right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now. Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
That's not a flex by any stretch, by the way. You wouldn't expect any player to lose on rookie. I'm just saying in general, I haven't lost when I've been in control.
Following the score by DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, so the plan is 12-minute quarters for the entire rookie season to make sure I get every award available in the league for a rookie or otherwise to stack up goal points. Because that wasn't unofficial suggestion by the game when it was explaining how to get goal points. As you can see, I figured I can look and green in the bronze, but they don't actually write. They should, but they don't. And that's been happening to a lot of people. Apparently, good play, well done, Brucey. Good pass wide ball there. I do like the relay passing thing. I pass it in, someone else gets the assist. But at least the number one pass guy gets something in regards to recognition, I guess.
Coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Ball against Schroeder. Here's DeRozan. That falls. Nice
Schroeder's in a different team now. Last game he was on Oklahoma.
Ball against Schroeder.
And I remember looking, I know regular fans will know this, but I think Dennis Schroeder's German, right?
Out to the wing. Here's the great. He's got 10.
Oh, you did it instead.
Levine against Trent. Levine, that's good. Fantastic.
Usually what I do is try and, I guess it's called a breakdown or a backdown. I do a couple of moves, see how easy it may be to get them unbalanced, and then depending how that goes, I'll take a shot myself or just pass it on. We're actually losing. Okay, we're actually losing. 10-1 in a whole first quarter. Yeah, I need to, considering I've got a streak of 50, 60 points in every game I play, I need to put my foot on the throat of the game. Be slightly more greedy in regards to scoring. I will still set screens and things, obviously.
No good. Excellent D there from Williams. Underneath in the post, Siakam and Boucher. OG Anunoby is out there with Dennis.
I don't mind who scores for now, but when I get a chance, I'm going to make a couple of their second stringers skate, and then I'm going to hit threes in their face. Hopefully.
Siakam passes to Boucher. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. DeMar DeRozan credits his upbringing in Compton,
I thought we were doing a rotate corner thing, but okay, that's still going. There's two, right? Yeah.
It matured me very fast into a man. That's something that to this day sticks with me.
Then they left me in against the second string so I can get easier points.
Kevin, that's a good thought to keep in your head. David, thanks. Here's Levine.
Nice play. You deserve that. Good drive.
The hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
At least it's me and Levine, so that's like having a 2 shooting guards or an adaptive point and a shooting guard. So.
A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Here's the great. He's guarded by
Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of fun here.
Here's the great. He's got 12.
Oh, that's embarrassing. But it did trigger my first scope there.
Has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And the shot's good for Boucher.
Yeah, I need to focus and just get stuck.
His time inside. When he does that, he's very effective.
To the right side. The three.
Wow. It's like the new is something I don't usually miss this frequently.
And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And the shot goes down.
This is like the first time since my first and second games where my percentage has been so low.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Levine.
Well, they let me in my... I'm just gonna try putting my release on ever so slower. See how it affects. Okay, the rest of this quarter is the slowest available release speed. And see if it's more forgiving to slip shots.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And the basket by the great.
Well, that went in. It's only a 2, but I mean, 40% from 3, if it was a real game, even the best, we wouldn't be laughed out of the building. But, considering in computer game terms, I've had like, my running season percentage is 74.5%.
Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for trouble.
And every scoring total has been minimum 50 to 60.
Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the great. That falls. Nice feed that
This
time.
could work if I get used to it. It is slightly slower, of course, but that could be a benefit in the future because I have to use this release online when I attempt online, so
He's having a really ugly game. Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's the great.
oh man.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
I am kind of annoying myself on these shots I usually get.
Here's the great. Hits it from 3-point range. The great's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Chicago.
You'll see a bad pop cord open look, but it always stays on bottom and the arrow that tells you reactiveness. Never move.
I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting with every missed bucket.
You'll know when my shot got hit regularly because then for some reason the team defend better and they get a big lead.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic.
Well, for a
Okay, let's try and make these go quick.
he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
Williams, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're
Apparently I've got a mismatch.
giveaway games with mistakes, they force you to find other ways to beat them.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Sometimes it's hard for me to read that text.
Now Schroeder, he has yet to score.
Yeah, good ball movement, that's the biggest thing. Good defense there, even though it looked like a foul.
That one on Vucevic.
Well, we do have Drummond, and Drummond is good enough with the bench player. Why he gives Vucevic the rest of Vucevic, sorry.
Rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
There you go, nice screen. As I'm saying, certain badges you want to keep, you have to keep repeating the things that trigger the badges in theory. But according to many players, even when they're doing that and the badges do pop, they're not being given credit for it after the game.
Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
I might just get used to this slower release. So that way I can just use it naturally without having to keep switch whenever I do different modes.
Trying to break that ice cold streak, and he sinks the layup. Trent's got his second bucket tonight.
Defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr. He's not having any of it.
Here's the great.
Oh, I'm trying to hook you up.
Back to Vucevic. Good job in the
There you go, now we get a team takeover. Usually I've already got between 7 and 10 assists by now, but obviously I had the shooting problems, so I was focusing on that.
There, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside ball. Puts up a deep 3. And the Bulls
Yeah, clean the outside the zone and still nailed the ring.
And he is delivering.
Schroeder against Ball. The pass to Trent. 1:14 left to play in the first half. And no good. AT that time from Vucevic.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a
There we
result.
go. Pop. Oh, I can't move now. I didn't know the game was going to do that.
It's stolen by Schroeder.
I thought I could like do a pump fake and then still dribble, but no.
Schroeder keeps his concentration. What maturity he's demonstrated these last couple of years. Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
You know, if you notice, green seems to come up a reasonable amount. If it was working properly, then at the end of the game, you see them need to still be wrong, but the actual brain accumulation meter would move.
Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
But that doesn't happen.
Outside DeRozan. Over to the wing. Here's the great. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. From deep three-point land. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Oh, I get it. I was misunderstanding my double takeover ability, so I think I've wasted it. Means you can have 2 takeovers at once, but I completely misunderstood. Okay, so I'm going to skip this because the last few games I left it. So Alex Caruso's still out with his broken right leg.
Now let's talk about that first half. It's been a runaway success for the Chicago Bulls.
They put on...
And that is a wrap.
Indeed. Thank you for the halftime seconds.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up
So
here in
my
the second.
plan
It's been one
is
outstanding game from the great.
get over 60 and then grind out some assists. Or do
Well, the
both.
break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. They've got Vucevic. Levine is out there at DeRozan. And there's the great. And it's Ball in at the point guard. Vucevic against Siakam. To the paint. Here's Pirtle.
Yeah, that's what gets me when they cut to the basket, because I don't have natural perimeter defense skills at the moment.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to the great. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
So that's what I do have, so I have to lean on
Boy,
it.
the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
On the wing, Anunoby. Shot from 12. And another basket for Toronto.
Yeah,
OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
I have to try not to be too bothered.
Here's the great. He's guarded by Anunoby. The great passes to Vucevic. Toronto grabs the miss.
Yeah, when I said you have to miss the dunk, when other people do it, you make it look easy.
Passes it to Purdy. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's the great. He's guarded by Anunoby. Outside, Levine.
That shouldn't have done that. It's probably because I kept my finger on it.
A 3-ball. Connects again from
Good job. If that wasn't a green, that wouldn't have gone in.
Unbelievable. To the inside. And Anunoby slams it in.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
What a pass. Dropping. Yeah.
That's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
There's a nice focus for always the NBA games.
80% shooting thus far.
Here's the great. He's guarded by Anunoby.
There you go, and that's the drop. Yeah, there's a rhythm.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from
And now I've done my double takeover, so as you can see, the first icon is the shooting, and the second is the passing, and that goes in.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And I'm up to 42, so I might just get the 60 I'm looking for, because I've got quite a few minutes left.
Back to Schroeder. Right at the free throw line. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tries the spin move. Left side, Ball. DeRozan finds ball. The great. That falls. Nice feed.
Oh well, it wasn't as easy as I thought, but I managed to make it go down.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Levine. And it's
If I actually raise that they'll become huge.
Fire up his team with that pretty dribble drive.
Over to the left wing. Good. Another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible.
The funny thing is, my lethal zone for this week is actually the right corner and right elbow.
It's a +5
But I keep gravitating towards the left out of habit.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Trent kicks to Anunoby.
Okay, so my takeovers are about to run out.
And Levine comes to help. Now, here's Anunoby.
Well, personal takeovers anyway. I still have my goat still for maybe 1 more minute.
To the middle. Slam dunk by Vucevic.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's
Because
golden.
again, I'm looking to break every record minimum for a rookie. If I can break all the NBA records, even better.
Nice D from DeRozan. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one.
I mean, I did mean to go to visit it, but I do have my pass set up to open this, so it makes sense.
It's the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the Raptors call time here.
Diamond for me is through to silver, and I already have it on silver, so as long as I keep getting assists, that should stay at silver permanently.
When it comes.
Let's see how long we've gone. Okay, so we'll go one more game after this, just so the stream isn't super huge. And then I'll reconnect and it will be renamed.
Then it's Porter, and it's Flynn in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Craig. And the Bulls.
Game does like a lot. I don't mind who scores the points, but I mean, there's a guy in front. Maybe I just have to tap instead of holding like I do sometimes. See, this is all I can do, stand in the way.
Here's Flynn. Misses off the left iron.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Lead home toe, that'd be what they'd be calling it.
Greg, we heard Giannis after last year's playoffs. He was asked whether his season was a failure. Is that a fair term to throw around?
Kevin, I think it's all semantics. You know, whether you say failure, falling short, unsuccessful, disappointing, they all amount to pretty much the same thing.
Fires for 3. And again, Toronto no luck. Chicago's
One of their players has gone cold, which is always nice to see, because usually if I have the worst game ever, then I end up cold, but that happened during street ball.
Fast break, here comes Chicago. Williams with the ball, picked up by Flynn. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors.
They're the next 4 games, as you can see. The next one is the next 2 games, taking down Mitchell and the new look Cavs.
And for that game against the Knicks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Okay, that's handy.
What I like best about Otto quarter, his versatility and long arms,
Welcome
because it
to the
allows him to
stream.
impact
Hope
the
you're doing
game in so many
okay.
ways.
And he knocks down the first one.
Bear with me 1 second, because the chat has jumped on my stream. Now I can see. Hi April, how you doing today?
He doesn't get the second one. Doris, no one has their finger on the pulse of the league like you. So,
Just fine.
what do you think the next coaching trend's
Good, good.
I think the current
Is work going
has
okay?
had such success, we may not see a change for a while. The trend is hiring young assistant coaches to
I'm not
get in
too
charge
bad.
of their own operation. Look no further than guys like
As you see, I've been streaming. I had a conversation with one of the viewers. Seemed like a very nice person.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Flynn. Three-pointer.
Other than that, it's just keeping up with the stream.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
I shall try.
Here's the great
Enjoy your work. Bye for now. See you later. I will message later.
So far in the fourth quarter from long range. Porter, a screen on Craig.
Big Khaled Mahakita.
Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's the great. And got it. Another basket.
There you go. Perfect shot.
Ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Daisy double takeover again.
White against Flynn. On the pass to McDaniels. And again, Toronto no luck. The Bulls have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Here's the great, guarded by Porter. The great passes to White. To the wing right side. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Craig.
I'm trying to play people in to get my team chemistry up.
That's good from Porter.
But then having defensive breakdown knocks it down again, so
number 8 here in this one already. Out to the right wing. Here's the great. Pass to Drummond. Out to White.
bully ball and Drummond, that's his job.
Porter with the steal. And Flynn with the
Oh, he got stripped. Blocking. That'll do, he missed. Same thing.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Here's the great Boucher defending. The great passes to Craig. Left side Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Right wing. Lets it go with a 3. And that
fine, I'll get a green.
Three-pointer from the great.
And those are the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
McDaniels finds Siakam. Outside Flynn.
Again, just having fun.
It's all in by the Bulls.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Here's the great. And another one falls.
Just wanted to make sure I got 60. Keep my streak.
Right now. And that one's good by Porter.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter, able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
In theory, I could get more, but I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the quarter trying to set people up, unless it's wide open.
Yeah, not much separation talent-wise between teams that finish in that order of standing. And I'm curious to see, Kev, do we start to see more first-round upsets by favoring lower seeds that happen to be playing well at the right time?
Craig against Siakam. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from behind the arc. Siakam's got 20 points.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The great, and he banks in the layup.
I couldn't
63 points for
resist
the
that.
great.
One straight down, easy layup.
For when he should look.
Wow, what would be easy as long as you hit green, of course.
Screen by McDaniel.
Because my natural layup's only 15 something.
It's been all radio silent since.
Here's White. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And they're beginning to just
How you doing today?
right now.
Hope you will enjoy the stream. Stick around. The Dragon Killer Gaming and it's NBA 2K24 MyCareer mode.
Gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
White against Porter.
Okay, you want me to shoot?
Here's the great. There's the three. And again for three.
There's a green.
You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Pass to Porter.
It isn't always that perfect, but you know, got away with it.
Lakers down first and foremost.
Oh, Kev, I don't think there's any question about that. Now, the Clippers have obviously been much more competitive and better.
There you go, good ball movement, good finish, there's the shot.
Of the new Clipper arena, does that sort of carve their own niche in the greater Los Angeles area?
Boucher kicks to Flynn. Screen by McDaniel. Flynn misses.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Don't worry, I'm not going to cook you either. I might make you look stupid for a second. I'm hoping to get a pick and roll.
Here's White.
That'll do. Drop that Kobe. Kobe? I know his surname's White.
Siakam outside. Out to the right wing. Flynn dishes to Porter. They need this one. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn.
They should never put me on a 10 to 6'4" is going to do nothing.
But it hasn't been contagious.
Drummond with a screen on Porter. To the inside.
That's what I meant to do before. Get your points there.
This is what we call strength from a veteran big man. Andre Drummond, no stranger to taking punishment and scoring through it.
Like normal fans of basketball, which, you know, which I guess Americans, mainland Europe, obviously I could have come off the screen and took a shot, but I tend to use screens primarily to
Here's the great, guarded by Porter. Here's the great.
Oops. Replays. If they're set by the CPU, I'll use them to shoot. If they're set by me, then I'll use them to do an assist.
Cashing in from the outside, what a performance.
Now the pass to Drummond.
There you go. You use the power. Okay, that was reasonable. Good shot.
Williams with the basket on the assist by Drummond. Williams has got
That's what I usually like to do. If the ordinary pass lane isn't there, I run all the way forward. Hope they're hung back looking for the fade, and then they take through.
Here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And the Raptors miss again.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
There you go. Take it. Thanks for the assist.
6 for 7.
And one team is just
I'll pick a playmaking takeover for my last takeover opportunity.
It was a standout performance across the board.
Because I'd like 15, that's kind of my beneficial total every game. I try to get 15. Well, of course, 10 first and 15 is a secondary mental target.
All night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the great.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Here's Chicago.
Okay, so I'm going to use this to try and get my 15.
Drummond with a screen on Porter. The great passes to Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I don't mind that.
Here's the great. And a miss
Ooh,
there.
windy. I thought I was going to go in.
Now here's McDaniel.
But the game did say good shot selection, so apparently I did the right thing. They're gonna keep the ball for the last.
And again, Toronto no luck. And so Chicago takes this one.
Don't know how I ended up with the rebound, but I'm glad I did. The occasional one or two.
Awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
According to the game, the next one is a big one.
Anthony Dorsberg and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night.
Our buddies in Cleveland. Again, sorry about the slight buzziness of the sound, but there's not much I can do about that. I've had a lot worse sound quality in the past, so it's not the worst thing in the world. As you can see there, you need just over 500,000 GOAT points to take down Luka Doncic on the list. And as we jump in, we'll see any notifications or anything of that nature. The next game is definitely Cleveland. I should be able to go straight into the, straight in. I will do my usual drills as quick as possible, guys. See, I could do that, but if I make a mistake, then, I won't touch that in case I make a mistake. How about... they're all on green, no. Thing is, even if I do well, the ones with the green arrows, right, they will drop to single arrows instead of 3. And this is why a slightly higher free throw rating matters, because if I was still my previous, missing the apex of the arrow would be too bad. And I'd have to get right on the point. Barry already gets 3 stars there with 4 shots left over, so nice and quick, and the arrow stays up. But yeah, in the second season, it will not be 12 minutes, it will be 8 minutes, and the difficulty will go up by 1. And depending how that performs, the season after that will be 6 minutes, and the difficulty will go up again. But obviously, this takes a long time, of course, so Obviously, the shorter the quarter time, the quicker the games are to fit into videos or streams. But with it being rookie season, I wanted to take every minute I could. Let's see if I can use this one. Might be good because it never seems to stay up, which I can understand because I'm not usually behind. Okay, everyone takes turns one after the other, and if you miss a certain amount, then you're out, I guess. Put me on the thing, I'm not here all day, we go. See, because what happened last time is I got stuck on the ball's foot, and then the game glitched.
Well, excuse me.
Okay, there's still 3 of us left, I think. I think all I have to do is score now and I win. I think that's it. Is there? No, still going. So 23 to 24 for. I'm quite imperious.
You're like money in the bank.
Why are you still going? Haven't I won yet? I don't know how long this is supposed to go on for. I'm sure I would have won by now. I mean, I'm happy it's a giant score regardless. You know what, bear with me a second. So what's the rules here? Eliminate opponent 50 points, eliminate 3 opponents 75 points, win the game added 100 points. And then bonus for making 3 shots in a row. I've done that many times.
Keep it going.
Okay, so somehow I missed one. Now you're telling me I'm out because I missed one. I have no idea what happened there. Anyway, see again with the claymore, right? I made that turn in the last thing. I'm gonna turn it to a green arrow. Claymore is never gonna go to silver, I don't think.
That's what I want to see.
Apologies there, I was just focusing. Hopefully it was worth it. As you can see, the red arrows now turn to green. And now the tip of the shot meter that I refer to as the arrow actually has a visible green tip. That's the only reason I like hard and step back, because you get that extra tiny bit of distance. You're kind of right on the edge of the line like that, you see. So you're like here, and you're like left, right, all that business, and you realise you're stuck, trying to find space, turn there, pull it, realise you can't score, pull it back. One of my favourite right hand to left hand behind the back moves. It took me a while to realise that's where you get it from, the behind the back menu. It only seems to trigger right hand to left hand as well. Like if you look here, there it is. That's the behind the back, right? Now do exactly the same left to right. That happens. Standard step back, followed by a button press, boom. So I've been talking a lot over the last few minutes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a talking break. Excuse me, otherwise my voice may go completely. So the gameplay's still going, like literally game to game to game. There's no issue at all. It's all about MyCareer, it's all about league games. All the periphery or side stuff I'll do off screen. Because some of them need street ball, and I really don't like playing street ball. Alright guys, so for the next, I did say one more game of this stream. So for the last game of this stream, there'll be no commentary. Then it will be the end of this piece of stream, and then there'll be a small break for myself, for anybody live, and then I'll come straight back with another chunky stream. So this will be the final game of this particular stream.
These fans are all hipsters. It'll be like a home game for us.
So let's get going.
Time to do what you do, baby.
So enjoy the game. Just to fill you guys in before I begin, I am looking for 10 to 15 assists and at least 60 points. Yeah, the slowest release available does seem to be quite reliable when you get used to it.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls going up against the Brooklyn Nets.
Anyway guys, you'll hear my voice again at the end of the game, which will be the end of this stream. So
and
see
now
you
the
guys
opening
then.
lineup for Chicago. We've got ball. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's the great, and at the 2 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Cam Thomas, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. All right, Richard, what's your take on the back-to-backs in the NBA? Are you for it or against it?
Look, I think you should limit some of them, but back-to-backs are a part of what this game is. It's the battle of your mind over your body. It's been going on since the start of the league. Why are we going to try and make it easier now?
So off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here's Finney-Smith. Three-pointer, no good. To the paint. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by LaVine.
Showing off those playmaking skills, LaVine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Dinwiddie against ball. Here's Finney-Smith. Knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Chicago with the ball. Vucevic, a screen on Dinwiddie. Outside LaVine. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Nick Claxton. And always a fan favorite, Richard. Zach LaVine.
Most everything he does, it seems to have a little bit of flash to it. You know about the bounce. He has a high arcing shot, and he just has a flair for the dramatic and spectacular.
And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. DeRozan's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
They set the pick. Oh, there's the alley. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dinwiddie.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm balling?
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to the great. Here he goes. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He picked up 10 in his last game. Here's Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Claxton. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's the great. Coming off a solid outing against Toronto. That one goes in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Ball against Dinwiddie. Pass to Johnson. Driving to the basket. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Now DeRozan. Here's the great. Back to DeRozan. Pass to the great. Puts up a 3. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. The great's got 7 points in the game.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Dinwiddie passes to Thomas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Ball finds Levine. Right wing. Here's the great. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Launches a 3. Thomas misses.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's his mentality.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Bulls on D. Here's Thomas. Yet to see a basket. The shake. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. DeRozan passes to the great. Pass to Vucevic. Here's the great. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ball. There's the drive. To the left side wing. Vucevic, the pass to Levine. Here's the great. He's got 10. Fires from way outside. Finney Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Here's Thomas. He's covered by Levine. Finney Smith, a screen. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And the Nets miss again. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run. The great with the buckets. The great's got 13.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Let's keep it up.
White, he's checked in for Ball.
Let's
and a check on the league
D.
leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. Number 1, the Bulls.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie with it. Back to Finney-Smith. To the middle. Thomas, that's good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Over to the wing. Now here's Levine. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
There's a screen. Lays it up and banks it in.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's the great. He's got 13. Picked by Vucevic. Down low. Deflected. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Dinwiddie against White. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by DeRozan. And that one's good.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Here's the great. And there's the screen. To the middle. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 6.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Dinwiddie. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Here's Thomas. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Now DeRozan. He has 6. Snatched away. Well, Cam Thomas certainly has an interesting background, Richard. He was born in Japan.
Yeah, Thomas is an American citizen and played high school ball in Virginia. Cam's mom was in the Army and was stationed in Japan when he was born there.
Walker, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Bulls. Drummond's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Now here's Claxton. Here's Thomas. Kept alive.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
The great with the bucket.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Thomas. He's got 5. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Simmons comes in for Thomas. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Perfect from the field this quarter. Gotta wonder how long he can sustain it.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Simmons. Levine against Walker. 10 feet away. Just 3 to shoot. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
DeRozan passes to the great. To the inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
So the Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. Williams comes in for Zach LaVine.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside White. Inside. Here's the great. The rebound by the Nets. Simmons up top. He's guarded by White. Claxton attacking. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Claxton's got his second basket on the night.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
To the right side. Here's the great. Knocks down the long J. And the Bulls lead by 15.
He's 7 out of 9 from the field to start off. Great output.
The great's gone 4 of 5 from three-point range. Man, he's feeling it. Outside Walker. 1:21 left now in the first quarter. Off the mark there with a three. Chicago has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's the great. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Simmons. Vucevic with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's DeRozan. Claxton with a rebound. And stolen by Williams. Oh, wasted no time on that one. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. DeRozan with the bucket.
What control from DeRozan. Outstanding job just kind of muscling that shot in.
Outside Walker to end the run. Chicago grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. We welcome. Changes for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked. In for Watford. Finney-Smith comes in for O'Neal. And it's Thomas in for Walker. On the court for Chicago, DeMar DeRozan is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's the great. And at the two.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Thomas. Launches it. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his fourth rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Well, Richard, the Bulls made a valiant effort to reach the postseason in 2023.
Yeah, they stayed alive in the play-in, managing to win their first game, but they fell in game 2 and were unable to break into the playoffs.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Simmons. 5 to shoot. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Ball passes to the great. From deep. And again. It's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pass to Simmons. Down low. Here's Finney Smith. Shoots over Levine. It's hauled in by the Bulls. DeRozan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over to the wing. Here's Levine. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Great fight. Not an easy bucket for Levine.
The Nets have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ben Simmons has dealt with injuries, yes, but the mental aspect is also one that he's working on. He said, quote, being assertive and aggressive. I know who I am. I know I need to get to the rim and get buckets, and that's also going to help my teammates and get them going. Brian, they are all about regaining that confidence.
Such a key right now. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Back to ball. Picked by Vucevic. Ball finds Vucevic. Count it. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Ooh, and when DeMar DeRozan is cooking with grease, he is borderline unstoppable. And he's feeling it right now.
Outside, Finney Smith. Back to Simmons. Outside, Finney Smith. There's the triple. And the Nets, another 3.
He has the ability and the aggressiveness to capitalize from downtown.
Pass to the great. Right wing. Now DeRozan. Simmons defending. Now Vucevic. Here's Levine for 3. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Levine's got 8 points.
That's a strong response from Levine. You got to D him up from there.
And here's Claxton. To the inside. Johnson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ball's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Vucevic's shot is off.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's DeRozan. Again, the Bulls score.
Living in this area on the floor, DeRozan loves that mid-range game, and honestly, for good reason.
Here's Thomas. 12 points for him. Outside Johnson. The 3 is up. DeMar DeRozan grabs a miss. DeRozan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Over to the left wing. The great, the pass to Vucevic. The kick out to Ball. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Simmons, the pass to Claxton. Here's Thomas. Over Levine. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but like the defense was waiting on him that time.
DeRozan outside. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Finney Smith. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 4 assists in the game. Chicago shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here.
You know, Richard, it's not every day that you get to see a point guard with the size that Ben Simmons possesses.
Yeah, he is an anomaly, and that's also why he was the #1 pick. In history, you can probably count on one hand the amount of guys that can do things that he can do at his size.
Here's Thomas. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's the great. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. Johnson with a bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the right side. Here's the great, covered by Johnson. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes. Ball's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Outside Johnson. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Back to Thomas. Clock at 6. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's Chicago, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More 2K action in just a moment.
Well, you look at their game plan tonight, it's obvious. Get the ball inside and go to work. And so far...
Okay, time now to see how the Eastern Conference is starting to... That's it for us. Thanks for...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's DeRozan. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Cameron Johnson out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Jacque Vaughn.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Here's Thomas. No good from outside.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Levine. Levine's got his third assist of the night. Dinwiddie against Ball. Outside Johnson. Fires the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Dinwiddie against Ball. Here's the great. Pass to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Vucevic, a screen on Dinwiddie. Ball passes to Levine. The shot misses. Good D by Finney-Smith. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Dinwiddie with a screen on Ball. Here's Thomas. Off target from three-point range.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Dinwiddie passes to Thomas. Takes a three. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
The great connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Finney-Smith. It's Thomas on the wing. He's got 12. Claxton passes to Johnson. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's the great. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got his 7th assist here tonight.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say,
you know, there's some great ball handlers in the league today, but maybe not as much as in the past, RJ.
Well, most teams are more focused on ball movement now, B.A. Passing is the emphasis, not ISO play. But at the end of the day, you better have a guy late game that can do the ISO work.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Oh, he's finally able to knock one down. The Bulls have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Ball passes to the great. Drops in the layup for 2. The great's got 45 points.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Thomas, that's good.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Oh, another one falls.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Dinwiddie. And he lobs it up top. Vucevic with a steal. Ball outside. Vucevic with it. Here's the great. From downtown. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Thomas. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Here's the great. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. The great's got 55.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Now here's Claxton. Pass to Johnson. Here's Thomas. He drops it from range. He's got 19.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Claxton passes to Johnson. Ball with a steal. Into the lane. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of it.
It really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days, and Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's the great. Back to Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vuce. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Claxton up top. Pass to Thomas. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by DeRozan. Finney-Smith passes to Johnson. And there it is for him. Johnson's got 11.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
Now here's Levine, covered by Johnson. Vucevic, a screen on Dinwiddie. Ball no good. Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Uncovered. And he gets the jumper to drop. Thomas has got 9 points here in the second half. And for Chicago, they're shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. Here's Levine for 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dinwiddie against Ball. Pass to Thomas. Now Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
13 feet out. And it's cleared by Vucevic. So it's Chicago now. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Ball against Dinwiddie. Finney Smith, a screen to the middle. Claxton passes to Thomas. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Vucevic. DeRozan finds Levine. Throws it up high. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's stolen by Finney Smith. Thomas passes to Finney Smith. For three, Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ball outside. Pass to DeRozan. Fires from deep. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got assist number 8 now on the night. Dinwiddie with it. Outside Johnson. Claxton passes to Johnson. Now Finney Smith. Defended by DeRozan. Here's Claxton. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Claxton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
To the inside. And DeRozan gets it to go. DeRozan's got 25 points in the game.
Beating good defense, DeRozan scores even when it's not easy.
Dinwiddie against Ball. Now here's Dinwiddie, tightly guarded. Johnson passes to Claxton. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Shoots over Ball. Dinwiddie, no good. And for the Bulls, they're shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Something that impresses with Spencer Dinwiddie, Richard, is his adaptability.
A player who is ready for any challenge or any situation. Part of what makes him so great is just his sheer confidence. Dinwiddie believes in his own ability to get it done out there, B.A.
Back to Claxton. And a two-handed.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
To the paint. Here's the great. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 9th assist of the game now. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Down low. DeRozan. Good D by Finney Smith. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Claxton. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Now here's DeRozan. 25 points in the game. To the wing, right side, with 1 on the clock. And it's good! He hits another one!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And so it's Chicago, showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. We'll be back in a moment. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're running, which is good, okay? We've got to pay attention right now, okay, and what we're doing coming out of timeouts.
Pushing the action, fast pace. Billy Donovan wants to keep them rolling.
Yeah, they're doing a good job in transition. You need to stay focused and be efficient.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Bulls, we got Patrick Williams, Torrey Craig out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White, and it's the great, and at the 2.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the strike.
And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Grant, do you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL, so that's huge.
The great, the pass to White. Outside Craig. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Walker. Inside. Here's Simmons. Screen by Claxton. White against Simmons. Beyond the arc. And Craig pulls it down. Simmons has gone 1 of 5 from the field. Craig with a screen on Simmons. White drives in, and he converts the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Screen by Claxton. Here's Simmons. And again, it's the Nets missing.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The great, the pass to Williams. Takes the 3 on target from range.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them. I think
Claxton, he's checked in for O'Neal. The Bulls making a switch here. Here's the great Walker covering. The great, the pass to White. Here's the great. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
And here's Simmons. Here's Watford. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. White, the pass to Williams. Here's the great. Craig with a screen on Walker. To the middle. Craig, good. Craig's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Pass to Drummond. Here's the great Walker covering. To the paint. Here's the great. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Simmons look. Around. Watford the pass to Simmons. Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Playmaking is a strong suit for Simmons. He knows how to break up the defense.
Pass to White. And he dunks it down.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Johnson passes to Simmons. Here's Watford. Left side Walker. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Here's Drummond, and they pick up 2. Drummond's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to draw Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, pack him, it still has no effect on him.
Pass to Watford. Simmons against White. Here's Watford. Now Simmons, and he drops it in from the low post.
Physical defense, not a problem for Simmons. His strength is one of his assets.
Williams with it. Here's the great Walker covering. The great, the pass to White. Over Simmons. White can't hit. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Walker's shot is off.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
It's stolen. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Williams. Claxton passes to Watford. And he lobs it up. Claxton can't get it to go.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Here's the great Craig with a screen on Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Simmons. Williams grabs the board. Chicago's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Here's the great. And for the players coming into the league, potentially set for life. But there are pitfalls you have to look out for, Greg.
So true, B.A. I mean, it's tough. You can't take all your childhood friends along for the ride with you. You've got to be cautious with new acquaintances, so it'll definitely keep you on your toes. You must make great decisions.
Nice shot by Walker.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Out to the wing. Pass to Craig. Outside White. Craig with a screen. From 12 feet. From deep. The rebound by the Nets. Simmons with it. Outside Johnson to the inside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
White, the pass to the great. Drummond with the screen. To the middle. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. He makes a first. Brooklyn making some changes. Finney Smith's checked in for Watford. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Simmons. And the Bulls also making a change. Carter's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Grant, you grew up in the D.C. area. A lot of great basketball players coming out of the DMV in recent years.
Yeah, B.A., especially PG County with Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, and plenty of others. It was a great place to grow up in the DMV as a sports fan, and that legacy definitely continues.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Terry's checked in for Chicago. And the Nets shooting only 29% since the 4th quarter began. Dinwiddie passes to Thomas. Fires the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the great. 1:27 left in the game. 3-pointer. Good. Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better 3-point shooting night.
Oh, they just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for threes made.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the great.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Outside Finney Smith. Claxton up top. Dinwiddie passes to Finney Smith. Launches it. Drummond grabs the miss. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes.
And again for 3.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit? So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them.
Alright then guys, we've hit the end of the game. We're coming up to the 4-hour mark, so this is the perfect time to just in time to see catch and shoot go into Hall of Fame, which is always good. First Hall of Fame badge of this year. So as I said anyway, with it being 4 hours and with that being the end of the game, it's a good place to stop. I will be grinding games off stream with the season being as long as it is. So, I will play these clips.
That was one of the most efficient offensive games I've ever seen. MP couldn't miss tonight, man. What a bucket.
Oh, 91% technically, so...
To score that many points and shoot almost 100%, that's just silly. I think I had a game like that in my driveway once.
That's elite right there. Very elite.
Cuban's back.
Crazy efficiency. MP knows what he's doing out there.
MP's an efficient scorer, man. It's just what he does. I'm not even surprised.
Oh, mind the way your trolley, pal. Go on him. They used to do little bits of subs. Anyway, right before we end this, let's look and see if any of these any of these newer side ones are actually easy. I bet he wants me to play street games. I just know. That one I'm not even halfway yet. That one won't happen because I don't like online. If I do that again, he'll want to do online games. So off stream I'll be doing this one. I've done this already. As you can see, I just need to hit 90, and whoever I pick in the future, I can boost to 90 as long as I have the VC. Anyway, that's been the stream. Thank you for everyone who dropped in, namely April and Young Haitian 14. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. People who watches the video, give your opinion on the audio quality in regards to my voice, so either game audio, and it will help me improve. Other than that, this has been the Dragon and NBA 2K24. See you next time.